At the beginning of the story, we see a man named Max. Max arrives at the headquarters of an American intelligence agency carrying some important files. He works there as a data analyst. His dream is to become an agent as soon as possible because he is tired of spending all day stuck with files and computers. He wants to go out into the field and do real missions. While Max was talking to his friends Bruce and Lloyd, Agent 23 suddenly walked in. Agent 23 was the star of their office. He had just returned after completing a dangerous mission, so everyone started clapping for him. Soon, a meeting began in which Max started explaining about a terrorist organization called KOS. Max told everyone that KOS operatives were trying to acquire a nuclear weapon. Meanwhile, we see KOS's leader stealing something from a building, along with his Menand, then blowing up the entire building. The story returns to the intelligence headquarters. Max is now sitting in front of the chief. The chief tells him, "You did great in the tests, but I still can't make you an agent." Deep inside, the chief thought Max wasn't ready for fieldwork yet, but instead of hurting Max, he said, "Buddy, you're our best data analyst. Who can replace you? We have plenty of field agents." Hearing this, Max felt very sad. While he was wandering outside, lost in thought, he bumped into a girl on the road. Seeing her beauty, he asked, "Where are you going this early in the morning?" But the girl didn't talk much and walked away. A little later, Max returned to the headquarters. Looking around, he realized there had just been an attack. He met the same girl again, the one he bumped into earlier. When Max asked who she was, she said, "I'm Agent 99. Before they could talk more, they heard someone approaching. Max didn't have a gun, so he grabbed the metal end of a fire hose. When some men rushed toward them, Max attacked them with the hose, then smashed a fire extinguisher on someone's head who instantly fell unconscious. Moments later, Max realized those men were actually their own team. And yes, Max had smashed the fire extinguisher on the chief's head. The next day, the chief called for a meeting. Before the meeting started, Max suggested using the cone of silence, a device that creates an invisible soundproof bubble. But when they turned it on, each person got their own separate bubble, so nobody could hear anyone. The chief finally said, "Switch this nonsense off. We'll just talk normally." The chief explained that he suspected KOS was behind the attack. He had learned that huge amounts of nuclear material had gone missing, especially uranium. KOS had hacked their system and now knew the identity of all their agents. Their agents had been dying one by one. Then the chief showed a picture of a man named Kirstek. He was KOS's biggest supplier. The chief said, "We can reach KOS through this man before they succeed in building a nuclear bomb. But we don't know where he is right now." Max replied, "He's in Russia. I wrote it in my report." "Doesn't anyone read my reports?" The chief said, "Who writes such long reports? No one reads that much detail." Since KOS now knew the identities of all their agents, the chief decided to send Agent 99 along with the new agent, Agent 86. Because 99 recently had plastic surgery, no one would recognize her. Max was confused and asked, Okay, but who is Agent 86? The chief looked at him and said, "You..." Max froze. Then he picked up the cone of silence, went to the corner, faced the wall, and shouted with excitement, "Yes, I got promoted." But because the device was faulty, everyone heard him. Agent 99 was annoyed. "I'm not working with this rookie." But the chief insisted she had no choice. Before the mission, Bruce and Lloyd gave Max a new gadget, a tiny device that held all kinds of weapons. Max and Agent 99 boarded a flight. During the flight, 99 grew suspicious of a huge muscular man sitting behind them, none other than Kali, the wrestler. She thought he was an assassin. Later, while Max was pulling off a piece of gum stuck to his shoe, the man behind him misunderstood and shouted, "He has a bomb. He has a bomb in his shoe." A security officer tied Max's hands and forced him to sit in the front. According to the chief's plan, it was time to jump. Max broke free and went into the bathroom. He used the gadget to shoot tiny dots at the zip ties around his wrists, but Max, being Maxi, shot darts into his leg, his ear, and his cheek. The final dot hit the emergency eject button. Max was launched out of the plane without a parachute. When 99 arrived at the bathroom, she saw 2 parachutes left. She realized Max must have jumped without one. She immediately jumped after him. A moment later, Kali also put on the last parachute and jumped. In midair, 99 reached Max and grabbed him, opening her parachute. But Kali reached them too, and a fight began in the sky. He tore 99's parachute and held both of them tightly. 99 tried to open her emergency chute, but Kali had locked them in a bear grip. Max tried to kick Kali where it hurts, but Kali was too tough. His muscles felt like iron. 99 kissed Kali, shocking him long enough for her to open the emergency chute. They survived. Kali also landed safely. On the ground, Max and 99 went to a restaurant to eat. Max overheard 2 men talking suspiciously in the bathroom. When one of them came near Max, his special watch started beeping. It detected radioactive material nearby. Max told 99 that one of the men could be linked to the nuclear theft. They followed him all the way to Krestik's house, where a huge party was happening. Max tried using his gadget to make a guard fall asleep with one blow dart, but he inhaled too hard and swallowed the dart himself, knocking himself unconscious. When he woke up, he saw 99 getting ready for the party, and she had dressed him up too. Both entered the party. While Max searched for Krestik's computer, Krestik approached Agent 99 and asked her to dance. She accepted. Max eventually learned that Krestik's office was in the guest house. When they tried to go there, they found many guards. Someone at headquarters guided them to a secret path through a pig farm. After reaching the guest house, they found a security system full of deadly laser beams. If anything touched the beam, it would burn instantly. Agent 99 gracefully began slipping through the lasers.